Now to a CBS News exclusive, ICE is releasing some migrant detainees because facilities holding them are too full. That's according to the Department of Homeland Security data obtained by CBS News. The spike in arrests in the last few weeks has led to prisons and county jails reaching 109% capacity. About 160 migrants were released on Monday. ICE did not comment on the releases, but says it's planning to request more space and funding to house those migrant detainees. The White House has confirmed the arrival of the first deportation flights from the U.S. at Guantanamo Bay. The administration acknowledged yesterday that the first plane carrying migrants from the U.S. mainland had touched down at the infamous detention facility. The plan calls for as many as 30,000 people to be sent there. CBS News Pentagon reporter Eleanor Watson joins us now to talk about it. So, Ellie, you just got back from a trip to Guantanamo Bay yourself. What did you see? What are you hearing about the president's plan to hold 30,000 people there? Just explain how it would work. I mean, would you be there indefinitely? Like, is it just a holding area before you get on to your next destination? What's the plan?
Yeah, well, Guantanamo Bay, though it may have the physical space to hold the migrants that President Trump is proposing, it's going to take a lot of time and probably a lot of money to build the infrastructure to hold them humanely. The flight last night contained just about 10 detainees. They were considered high threat by the U.S. government, so they're going to go into an already existing secure detention facility. They'll be separate from the 15 detainees that are still held there as war on terror prisoners, but these new 10 detainees will still be held in cells. Now, on the other side of the island, there is a migrant, or the other side of the base, there is a migrant operations center that has held migrants in the past. But as of early last week, officials I spoke to said that that center only had the capacity for about 100 to 150 beds. Now, over the weekend, the Pentagon did send about 300 Marines to start building up tents to provide additional capacity. As of yesterday, those Marines had built about tents to hold about 1,000 migrants.
So logistics aside, just give me a sense of what the legal concerns are that people have raised over sending people to a place like Gitmo. I mean, I know that they're not American citizens, but we do have an obligation to treat people humanely. This, to me, almost sounds like an internment camp.
There are questions that Pentagon lawyers and the Department of Homeland Security lawyers are looking at, like how long, as you raised, how long can these detainees be held there? The idea is they cannot be held there indefinitely, but what is an appropriate amount of time? Other questions are how will they have access, what kind of access will they have to legal services and social services? Now, as I said, migrants have been held at Guantanamo Bay before, but those migrants were largely people who were intercepted at sea. They had never made it to the United States. So this situation is different. These migrants are coming from the United States where the immigration system would afford them certain rights. And you could argue that those rights will be interfered with just by the remoteness of Guantanamo Bay.
All right, Ellie Watson reporting from the Pentagon for us this morning. Ellie, thank you.